Welcome to the Hts Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Epoll is brought to you by the Library Cooperative Credit Union.
We're here for beginnings, endings, and everything in between. For the startups, the slow starts, for the early risers, and the end of day finishers. For the career jugglers, high flyers, and for everyone who's ever had a goal or chased a goal. It's why we're here. Here to help you plan, track, and execute your goals so you can own a better tomorrow. Library Cooperative Credit Union. One member and one goal at a time. Call us today. Telephone 459-6900. Library Cooperative Credit Union. We are not a bank. We are better.
Motorcycles continue to feature in many of St. Lucia's serious road accidents, costing lives and, in some cases, resulting in life-changing injuries. Despite this, motorcyclists and their pillion riders continue to disregard the safety recommendations, some of which are enshrined in law, the wearing of helmets, for example. So we ask, should there be a crackdown on delinquent motorcyclists and their pillion riders? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Oh yes, most definitely. I do think that the law enforcement officers should keep a very close eye on those persons who ride without their helmets, because evidence can clearly prove that. You can see that with 11 deaths, that's already too many. And so therefore I am calling on law enforcement officers to do the best that they can. We know that their tasks are very difficult and it's very hectic for them. However, they should, even though it employ more police officers or specialize more police officers in that regard, to assist with that growing trend in St. Lucia.
The police officers are moving too nonchalant about it. Like, they are not, cracking down on that. Especially, at the time it might be a little dangerous to apprehend, but later on you see the perpetrator, do something about it. And also the legislative part, the judiciary, and the judiciary is on the legislature. But anyway, I think the laws should be more stiffer, like fines on those without helmets, and not only motorcycle riders, even no seat belts, speeding. We need the police as if they need to do something about that.
I believe that them fellas are mad. They are crazy. They don't even care about the law. It is not good with them. That is why we are having so many useless deaths with motorcycles, So they better change themselves and use the right way to ride the bicycle on the road.
Because they're looking for the death uselessly. They're looking for the death with a torchlight, and the law must be harder on them guys. They doesn't take heed of what happening to their friends. They've seen everything happening to their friends on motorbike, dying, their leg breaking, all sorts of things happening to them, and they're still doing the same thing. So the law have to be harder on them.
Some of these guys are really riding like they're mad on the road. And I must say the laws are there, and the laws needs to be implemented. And the police needs to do exactly what they're supposed to do at this present moment, because I'm seeing lots of motorcycles riders riding around the place and without helmets, without protective gear, and nobody's stopping them, nobody's checking on them, I must say. But we need that. We need the laws to be implemented as soon as possible too, because if we check the amount of motorcycle riders that has died throughout the past year, that is not nice at all.
It is so dangerous, especially on the highway, to see a vehicle is coming in the opposite direction and you have these guys popping those bikes. That is what you call dangerous driving. That is just putting the other person on the other vehicle at risk. I believe it is high time that they do that. They stop that completely and implement new laws for those bikes when they want to have those kind of activities, that they go to the dirt road to do these kind of activities.
I find those riders, they are the most vulnerable on the road, but yet still they are the ones, not obeying the traffic signs. And furthermore, the police, they're not tackling those motorcycles riders. They're allowing them to, have their way. These guys, they're making stunts all on the highways. Police vehicle passing right there, telling them nothing, saying nothing to them. So the police, in my opinion, they're allowing the lawbreakers to manifest themselves.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. The Minister for Gender Relations, Dr. Virginia Albert Poyot, in a statement on the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, called on the society to take steps to address the scourge which has affected the majority of women and wrecked many families. Dr. Albert Poyot says according to the data, 4 out of every 5 women have reportedly been a victim of sexual harassment. So we ask, do you think the society is addressing gender-based violence with the degree of seriousness that it should? Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.